Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at BCH. So let's update on how that's going. A few weeks ago, I posted a video saying that Bitcoin Cash was going to 50k. Still truly do believe that. Obviously, nothing's going to go straight up. In that video, I showed you that this was an ABC, um, and that we were expecting some upside. Okay, so why did I think that? Well, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got a 5 wave impulsive move. Okay, so that then becomes your first leg. Okay, so you've got um, one, which is this section here. You've got two, that's this section here, and you've got three, that's this section here, and then this flag here would be four. Okay, so let's get rid of all that, and we can actually make it a lot more um, clearer. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then five is going to come up somewhere here. There is something that I do want to talk to you about, and that's on the lower time frames. But I'm just going to have a chat with you about the daily first. Okay, so we're looking for a wave five to come in, and then after that wave five, it's likely that we're going to get some kind of correction. Okay, um, the problem with this is that Bitcoin Cash doesn't tend to follow your normal fibs, so I tend to use it on log scale. Okay, I do find that that works a little bit better, but each to their own. So, where would my targets be? Well, look, at the moment, it does seem like we're forming some kind of bowl, um, which would be classed as a cup formation. So it's when we go down into the lows and we're coming back up to test where we broke down. And as you can see with the latest price action, we had an impulsive move up, which basically destroyed anyone that was shorting down here. And we've had this flag type structure that's been forming for some time now. So that's been forming for, well, 1, 2, 3, about 3 months now. Um, if you check out my previous video, I told you Bitcoin was going up, Bitcoin Cash was going up when it was like here. Um, and I told you all of this was going to happen, and it's played out perfectly. Um, the target for a cup and handle would be the size of the handle, and we'd place it on top. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere around here, $650. That doesn't mean that it can't go higher. Of course, it can go higher. It just gives you an indication of where the price can go. And in theory, that would then set our fifth wave. So we would then have, and I will change this so that you can see the lines. We would then have 5 waves within this structure. Okay. Um, so once we've got these 5 waves in place, we can consider the whole structure. The bias would be up. Okay, the bias is bullish then. Okay, until we get this fifth wave, technically this is an ABC correction. Okay, so we've got 3 waves. So this then becomes A, B, and C. So even though it looks really bullish, even though this is a clear flag, we've got an impulsive move up, we've got this bold structure, we have still only got 3 waves in place. Okay, so we do really need this fifth wave to come in. Otherwise, we do have the risk that this is an ABC and that we've got continuation to the downside, and nobody wants to see that. Okay, so this fifth wave is very important. If once we've got this fifth wave in place, okay, this is what I would expect: some kind of corrective pattern. Okay, It could come all the way down here. We could completely crash, or we could do something like this. It's yeah. Until we get to this moment, we're not going to know. Okay, but technically, we could come down and take out the fourth wave. So it could be quite a violent correction before we get some more upside. The reason I say that is that if I do this, and we won't put it on log scale, we'll do that. Okay. If I take it from the bottom here, which is where the impulsive move started, and we say that that is now our primary wave one, our second wave needs to come in. Okay, now usually we would expect it to come in to the 0.618 to 702, something like that. Okay, 786. This is your golden fib zone. Okay, this would be. I mean, you could even. It sometimes, if it's really bullish, it does just come to the 0.5. Okay, so the 50% discount zone. But somewhere around there is your kind of your golden pocket for a second wave. Whether that comes in as an ABC or something a little bit more complicated. Maybe we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an ABC. The wave one being A, wave two being B, and then you get like a WXY for the C leg. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. What I mean by that is that you do this. Let's say do one, which is your A wave, two, and then your B wave becomes this WXY. So that becomes a WXY. Okay, so it looks like 5 waves down, but it's not. It's a WXY corrected pattern. Okay, and then that creates your wave two. Okay, once we've got wave two in place, that's when it's really going to start pumping, guys. That's when wave three really kicks in. Okay, so let's say that it goes to our targets. Let's say that it goes up here into this red zone, and then it comes down into our golden pocket. Okay, and we'll put the 1.618 on. If it comes down into the golden pocket after we've done 5 waves, that's really bullish. Okay, and I would consider that a deep correction because we've come into the 0.618. If we go lower, then to be honest, that's really just a buying opportunity. I would then expect that wave three is going to be our most violent wave. Okay, now there is also a possibility that we can go even higher than this. We could fully extend to the 2.618. Okay, so our third wave is going to be somewhere here. That's going to be your red zone. Okay, so anywhere from 7,000 all the way up to 60,000. Okay, if we break this 1.618 zone, then obviously you're going to get a wave four, and then the wave five might take us up to the 59,000. Okay, so there's two opportunities to get to 50k. So this is what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. If you don't get it on the third wave doesn't extend. You know, you've got another opportunity for the fifth wave to come in, and the fifth wave may just go slightly higher than the third wave, but the opportunity is there to go. Okay, so that's on the higher time frame. That's how I think we can get there. Let's have a look on the hourly and let's see what's been going on. Okay, so on the hourly, we're looking like we're just consolidating above this resistance, which, if you remember, is the handle of the cup and handle formation on the daily chart. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, we're just consolidating on that line. Looks like we have a good chance of breaking out. To be honest, this news that came out about the Bitcoin ETF, I don't believe that was even the news that pushed the price up. To be honest, I think that the price was already going that way. It it just helped a little bit. It Yeah, it is what it is. But the price was going there anyway, so yeah, I don't see issues with it. It hasn't broken any structures. The only thing that's happened is that um, the shorts have got liquidated. So with Mamicator, which is the 8 EMA and the 21, we're coming down onto the 8 now, so that's looking promising on the 4 hour. So we just tested that. 15 minutes. This is where it gets interesting. This is where I think that you can get into a long position. Okay, so I see this as a consolidation pattern. I would need to confirm that, but this looks like potential ABC. So the way that we would measure an ABC for something like this is we would use the fib extension tool. So we would use the 0 to the 1 and the 1.27 fib levels. So we would go down here. This would be our green box, and as you can see, the price has come straight into there now. Look, okay, so there. So that's our green box. This is where I will actually add to my long now. And let's just take that off. Just go onto the other screen. Okay, right. On the Hull Suite starting to turn green. That's good. This looks like an ABC. So can we validate that with a 5-wave impulsive move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'd say we probably could. Decent correction here because that was so violent to the downside. I think correction is complete. Yeah. On the 15 minutes, the smart money indicator is signaling a strong low, and that would be consistent with the green box. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that this could be the bottom on the lower time frame, especially for today. Let's see how it plans out. Um, yeah, and hopefully, if you enjoyed this channel and this video, then please do like and subscribe it. I'm not a big YouTube guy, but if people like what I do, then let me know and I'll do some more. If you guys don't like or share it, then I'll just assume that you don't like it, so I won't bother doing anymore. All right, guys, thank you.